Hello friends, Archangel with Crypto Angel here, and I will be doing a full read of the version 2 Woofpaper. And again, this is version 2.0. We did find out in the Discord channel today that there will be a version 2.1 coming out to clarify some items that were a little bit more ambiguous, and some spelling corrections in that as well. So this is going to be a full read of the version 2.0 Woofpaper, and this will not have any additional commentary or analysis. So if you are familiar with the V2 Woofpaper, you do not need to watch this video. This is mainly for people who have not read it or don't want to read it and would rather listen to it. Everyone has different methods of learning, so some are more audio centered, some are more text centered, and so I wanted to provide a different outlet for those who would rather listen to the Woofpaper rather than read it themselves. So with that, we will begin at the beginning, and this is the Shiba Inu Ecosystem Woofpaper version 2, dated 6/25/2021. And again, you can download this if you wanted to follow along at www.shibatoken.com. Introduction. Shiba Inu was the answer to a simple question. What would happen if a cryptocurrency project was 100% run by its community? While the term DeFi literally includes the word decentralized in its definition, this is in reference to the economic status as opposed to its internal hierarchy. Our founder, Ryoshi, said this of our beginnings, quote, "We are an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building," end quote. While none of us could have imagined it at the time, this was the start of a revolution. Projects built on the foundation of community involvement are the untamed wilderness of our future. As we move further away from rigid social structures and traditional mindsets, we become free to discover new ways to solve problems and relate to one another. In a world ruled by the commodification of time, community-based projects are more than just a change of pace. They are a way to practice the radical acceptance of others. When success depends on the shared strength of the individuals who make up a collective, we are forced to shift our perspectives to align with those around us. The Shiba Inu ecosystem is our way of recognizing the importance of tearing down a long-established paradigm of a formulaic success and building a path to freedom and creativity in its place. A community is held together by hundreds, if not thousands, of interconnected moments. By studying those drawn to our project, we realize that true power doesn't come from a single perspective. It comes from working together in harmony. With that thought bright in our minds, we began developing the Shiba Inu ecosystem in earnest. Why decentralization? We are standing at a pivotal moment in innovation. Until now, centralization has been a prerequisite for all of our official structures. Political, educational, and financial systems are and always have been crafted in a way that does not equally and ethically distribute power to those functioning within them. There may have been times in history where this sort of internal configuration played an important role, but in an age with the information of the world available at the click of a button, it is time to rethink. 2021 opened our eyes to how little control the average person has in the face of these overarching generational structures. When GameStop and AMC stock value explodes seemingly overnight, Wall Street bets tested the waters of what it would look like to disperse control to consumers and inexperienced investors alike. It was inspiring, but it didn't last long. Just when the movement seemed to be on the brink of success. It was throttled by the bureaucracy of our centralized society. However, not before this concept of a new power among the people took root. Months before any of these events made international news, Ryoshi was already setting his 100% community-based cryptocurrency experiment into motion. Cryptocurrency itself comes from the idea of disrupting routine and redefining how wealth can be acquired, which goes against the traditional processes by its very nature. And yet most, if not all, cryptocurrencies function within a system of enforceable rules. It's easy to see when we look back at cases like the SEC's win over the Kin ecosystem, a centralized authority, or when we consider how the Binance Smart Chain seems to use centralized authority to offer, quote, benefits, unquote, over their decentralized partnerships. In the ever-shifting economic landscape, cryptocurrencies which do not take their independence into their own hands struggle with a tenuous existence. When the rules of the game are changed against their favor, they have no option but to comply, regardless of the consequences. But not Shib. Our background. Quote, "You can only fight the way you practice." End quote. Miyamoto Musashi. Ryoshi approached the creation of our community from a unique perspective. Quote, "We believe through the power of collective decentralization, we can build something stronger than a centralized team ever could create. A community-run token is nothing without the united individuals who give it purpose." End quote. From the early days of Shib, we became known as the Shib Army, both within our ranks and across countless other platforms. This wasn't just a nickname. For many, it became part of their identity. Whether you are a new recruit or part of the old guard, if you fly under the Shib banner, you must embrace our founding principles. 1. We started from zero with zero. It's the spirit of our project to create something out of nothing. 2. We were not founded from an existing community, let alone a pre-assembled team. The brilliant minds behind Shib had never collaborated before. They were a fresh team of developers, designers, moderators, marketers, and shillers. When you joined the Shib Army from anywhere in the world, you found where your talents could best be used and got to work. 3. We love Shiba Inu dogs. We are proud of where the Shib Army originated and equally excited for our future. Our founder Ryoshi chose to start Shib from nothing and handed the future of the currency over to our army. Starting with nothing means everyone has to bring something to the table. The holders and believers in our Shib Army have been the source of all our success. You and more than 544,000 fellow holders, admins, mods, leaders of international chat rooms, social media influencers, meme makers, shillers, and most of all, friends, have been the source of all our success. Thank you. You are the real Shib Army, and we salute you. Why ETH? Quote, "To know 10,000 things, know one well." End quote. Miyamoto Musashi. When comparing different blockchains, you might wonder why we chose to stay on the Ethereum network. The answer, like the rest of our project, is straightforward and purposeful. Our founder, Ryoshi, embarked on the Shib journey with a predisposition toward Ethereum in the first place. It's already secure and well established. and it truly allows us to stay decentralized, unlike some of the fad networks. His top priority was to ensure that his project was free to change and evolve with zero outside regulations impacting it, and Ethereum was the way to achieve that goal. Our army is able to hold their own tokens in a wallet and collect payments from around the world, all while remaining independent of moderating forces. Our founder also chose to send 50% of the total supply to Vitalik Buterin's wallet because, in his words, quote, "We sent over 50% of the total supply to Vitalik. There is no greatness without a vulnerable point, and as long as VB doesn't rug us, then Shiba will grow and survive." End quote. These aspects of Ethereum are what made it the perfect foundation for ShibaSwap, a truly decentralized exchange where you can trade, buy, sell, and hodl to gain rewards which far outstrip the value of other staking platforms. As Ethereum version 2 gets closer every day, bringing faster and cheaper transactions with it, ShibaSwap is poised to become the most popular and highest volume exchange with a laser focus on ERC20 tokens and the Ethereum blockchain. Vitalik Buterin, friend of Shib. Like Ryoshi, the creator of Shib, Vitalik Buterin is a visionary. One of the youngest billionaires in history, VB is the 27-year-old co-creator of Ethereum and, until recently, held half of the total supply of Shib. It's impossible to guess whether or not Ryoshi knew that exposing us to this, quote, weakness would actually become our greatest strength. Either way, on May 12, 2021, VB used Shib to make history. In an act of astonishing empathy and altruism, he responded to a humanitarian crisis on the other side of the globe by donating $1 billion of Shib to the India COVID Relief Fund. The response wasn't entirely positive. Many believed VB had done the right thing from a moral standpoint, but that didn't prevent a wave of FUD from rippling through the cryptosphere. Even after the India transfer, VB still held over 45% of the total Shib supply, a fact which left investors fearful of potential volatility in the future. Then, less than a week after making the largest ever crypto donation, VB executed a record-breaking burn. 410.24 trillion Shib, approximately 40% of the supply, were permanently removed from circulation, an amount worth more than $6.6 billion. The implications for Shib were incredible. This wasn't done to shave off more zeros so Shib could reach higher values in the future. This was a deliberate act which has already changed countless lives. VB was able to introduce hope to India where they needed it most. This is the power of the Shib Army. Shib Rescue with Amazon Smile. Shiba Inus are incredible dogs, from the tips of their little teddy bear noses to the ends of their curled tails. They are fiercely intelligent, brave, and independent, with an equal propensity for loyalty and mischief. Sadly, the characteristics which make them extraordinary are the same ones which can make them a challenging pet. New or inexperienced owners quickly find themselves overwhelmed and unprepared for life with a breed that's known for its bold, i.e. stubborn, personality. That's where we come in. Shiba Token is more than just passionate about our mascot. Our community is actively searching for opportunities to help these dogs in the real world. That's why we're showing our support by using Amazon Smile to seamlessly collect and distribute a percentage of your Amazon purchases to the Shiba Inu Rescue Association as donations. Joining our cause is easy and it's free. Simply use smile.amazon.com when placing orders and select Shiba Inu Rescue Association, which is a 501c3, as the preferred nonprofit organization to start making a difference. You're only a few clicks away from helping Shibs in need. Start funding shelters today. The Shiba Inu Incubator. Shib has clearly become one of the most successful, fully decentralized cryptocurrency experiments in history. The Shib Army was born from the concept that, under the right circumstances, talented individuals from all over the world will unite under one banner and use their unique skills to build something remarkable. While this is the foundation of the entire project, the Shiba Incubator, previously known as the Artist Incubator, is where we can truly allow these ideas to grow to their fullest potential. What started as a traditionally creative space has changed and evolved, as does every aspect of Shib naturally through its design. The Shib team was tasked with discovering how to shift our focus beyond popular art forms, painting, photography, digital rendering, and discovering ways to also honor ingenuity and individuality. It is important to remember that art can be found in everything. There is the potential for creativity in every field, profession, and opportunity. Those who feel most connected with their inspired selves when they are solving complex math problems, repairing a car, researching technology, healing the sick, or any other example, shouldn't be excluded from those who discovered their passions through a more readily recognized medium. The prosperity of Shib is tied to our ability to openly include and encourage art in all its forms. Decentralization, which will always be at the heart of Shiba Inu, is the future for more than just finance. In a world which rarely questions the arbitrary rules designed to benefit the wealthy and powerful, decentralization is the revolutionary answer which could reunite us with our lost autonomy. Those who understand the Shib experiment recognize this as just another way to help others step outside of their preconceived limits and regulations to experience what it means to be part of our movement. The vision of ShibaSwap. We are dedicated to building the best decentralized ecosystem, DECO for short, on the planet. Our 3 tokens were the seeds from which the Shiba Inu ecosystem sprouted, and ShibaSwap is how they've dug in their roots. The goal of ShibaSwap is to provide a safe space to trade your valuable crypto while remaining decentralized. We are loyal to our holders, and that gives us the means to grow exponentially. We will constantly scale this ecosystem so it may bring ever-increasing interested parties to the ShibaSwap platform. Our unique tokenomics, solid design, technical implementation, and the viral growth from our good old-fashioned memes will reinforce the platform's strength and ultimately provide residual benefits to the ecosystem. Making a swap without a budget is a unique challenge, but by tackling various genres and product lines, we will build a focused development team from the community. We know that with our unified force and the power of Shiba, we will be successful in advancing the swap and ecosystem as a whole, so that we reach new and spectacular heights together, the best is yet to come. The starting tokenomics of ShibaSwap. Quote, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." End quote. Miyamoto Musashi. Shiba Inu token and the Shib Army have evolved beyond a simple experiment. As of the publishing of this document and the release of ShibaSwap, we have become a decentralized ecosystem enriched by its own DEX. This redefined SHIB as more than it could ever be by itself, and is why Shiba Inu will outperform, outlast, and outshine every crypto which attempts to emulate it. ShibaSwap will highlight our 3 flagship tokens: Shiba Inu, Shib, Leash Dogecoin Killer, Leash, and Bone, Bone. On ShibaSwap, your Shibas will dig or bury for bone and other wolf returns. The best trainers even teach their dogs to fetch, which allow the pup to exchange one token for another token. When Shibas dig, bury, or fetch, they generate wolf returns that are distributed to the puppy pools. When you bury or stake tokens, you will turn Shib to X-Shib, Leash to X-Leash, and Bone to T-Bone. Note, these tokens are a representation of your share of the pool and will be automatically detected when you want to unstake your tokens through the bury pool. When you dig or provide liquidity, you receive a SSLP token. Shib will turn into a Shib ETH SSLP. Leash will turn into a Leash ETH SSLP. And Bone will turn into a Bone ETH SSLP. These tokens are the SSLP tokens you will receive when you dig for our ecosystem tokens. These pools will then distribute rewards proportionally to holders of the aforementioned token pools. While the staked tokens receive a fixed percentage of Bone, the SSLP pools are distributed as BPB, or Bone per block, based on the allocation points to each individual pools. Furthermore, certain dig pools are eligible for double or even triple rewards. ShibaSwap Liquidity Event. To get ShibaSwap off on the right paw, we are having a 2-week liquidity event. During these 14 days, 1,000 Bone per block will be minted for allocation pool user returns. After this, the rate will be reduced over time with a decreasing algorithm. During the liquidity event, 1,000 Bone per block will be distributed to allocated farming pools through dig. Additionally, 50 Bone per block will be minted and distributed to bury pools, and 100 Bone per block will be minted and distributed to the development wallet. You can also bring your liquidity for selected pairs from Uniswap or SushiSwap to receive part of the Bone returns. Shiba Ecosystem Tokenomics. Quote, "It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet." End quote. Miyamoto Musashi. Shib, or Shiba Inu. Shib came into this world as a puppy in August 2020 and immediately began to change the cryptosphere. Since its launch, the Shiba Inu project has consistently broken the mold. We were the first to mint 1 quadrillion tokens and the first to meaningfully, quote, burn, end quote, 50% of our tokens to Vitalik Buterin's wallet. With the remaining half locked in Uniswap, we threw away the keys and started the Shib Army. Shib has been a trendsetter from day one. We were the first to allow diamond hands to hold billions or even trillions of our tokens in their wallets, as well as being the first spontaneous community building experiment dedicated to a decentralized structure. We earned the nickname Dogecoin Killer because the value of Shib is primed and ready to overtake the value of Dogecoin. Even if Shib never hits 1 cent, between our publicity and our utility, Shib will be worth proportionately more than the popular K9 meme coin. Many have tried to follow our wagging tail, but the form and function of our project eclipses their hype. At the time of publication, Shib is already becoming a household name. With 500,000 holders, listings on 40+ exchanges, and international support, we are well on our way to our inevitable widespread adoption and implementation. Now Shib is the first cryptocurrency token to be listed and incentivized on ShibaSwap, our very own decentralized exchange, further immortalizing it in history forever. Shiba stats as of 6/25/2021. 547,448 holders. Bury Shib. Bury or stake your Shiba Inu tokens for bone returns and more. 3% of all bone per block is additionally minted and distributed to XShib holders that are part of the Shib pool. XShib is powerful because it also pulls 0.1% of all Ethereum swap transaction fees which occur on ShibaSwap. In addition, the 0.05% of the allocated swap fees are distributed into Bury pools, and a part is sent to XShib holders, which allows the users to increase their Shib balance. The 33% of Bone and Ethereum returns will be weekly distributed and available for withdrawal, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. Note: the allocated swap fees are the fees from any token transaction within ShibaSwap excluding Ethereum, WBTC, DAI, USDT, and USDC. Dig Shib. The 33% of the bone will be available for withdrawal at any time, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. Leash Dogecoin Killer. Leash is the second token in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. It was originally envisioned to be a rebase token tied to the price of Dogecoin. Later, it was decided that Leash would turn off the rebase function. The keys to allow the rebase were burnt to ensure this, and continue as a simple ERC20 token. Shib was made to have an enormous supply, 1 quadrillion tokens, with half locked away, whereas the supply of Leash is only 107,647 minted tokens. Due to the low supply of tokens minted, the demand and reward for holding XLeash and Leash Ethereum SSLP will lead to a meteoric rise similar to that of Shib. Leash stats as of 6/25/2021. 20,226 holders. Bury Leash. When buried or staked, it generates XLeash. 1% of all bone per block is additionally minted and distributed to XLeash holders that are part of the Leash pool. Furthermore, the 0.05% of the allocated swap fees are distributed into Bury pools, and a part is sent to XLeash holders which allow the users to increase their leash balance. The 33% of the bone returns will be weekly distributed and available for withdrawal, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. Note: allocated swap fees are the fees from any token transaction within ShibaSwap excluding Ethereum, WBTC, DAI, USDT, and USDC. Dig Leash. Moreover, to encourage Leash liquidity, the Leash SSLP token puppy pool gathers 0.1% of all WBTC swap transactions and 0.1% of all USDC swap transactions. The 33% of the bone will be available for withdrawal at any time, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. Also, the 33% of WBTC and USDC returns will be weekly distributed and available for withdrawal, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months too. Bone ShibaSwap. Bone is extra special. Only available on ShibaSwap, Bone has 250 million tokens and is designed to fit perfectly between the two previous tokens in regards to circulation supply. Moreover, the token is a governance token which will allow the Shib Army to vote on proposals for 2022, as well as which token pairs will be added to ShibaSwap. The more bone you hold, the more weight your vote carries in these future endeavors. Bury bone. Get T-Bone when you bury bone tokens. 1% of all bone per block is additionally minted and distributed to T-Bone holders that are part of the bone pool. Furthermore, the 0.05% of the allocated swap fees are distributed into bury pools, and a part is sent to T-Bone holders, which allows the users to increase their bone balance. The 33% of the bone returns will be distributed weekly and available for withdrawal, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months as well. Dig Bone. Bone liquidity is encouraged on ShibaSwap by offering the Bone SSLP token. The Bone SSLP token pool gathers 0.1% of all DAI swap returns and 0.1% of all USDT swap returns. The 33% of Bone will be available for withdrawal at any time, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. Also, the 33% of DAI and USDT returns will be distributed weekly and available for withdrawal, and the remaining 67% will be time-locked for 6 months. The following is a list of the pairs which will be eligible for Wolf returns during the ShibaSwap liquidity event, along with their corresponding allocation amount. Glossary. Uni V2 equals Uniswap LP tokens. Sushi SLP equals SushiSwap LP tokens. AP equals allocation points. The puppy pools will be Bone Ethereum, which is a ShibaSwap exclusive, with 3,000 allocation points. Leash Ethereum, 700 allocation points. Shib Ethereum, 500 allocation points. Big Dog LP pools. Ethereum WBTC, 300 allocation points. Ethereum USDC, 300 allocation points. Young Pup pools. Link Ethereum, 100 allocation points. DAI Ethereum, 100 allocation points. Swap LP pools. Sushi Ethereum 300 allocation points. Uni Ethereum 300 allocation points. Newborn pup pools. Xfund Ethereum 500 allocation points. SNX Ethereum 50 allocation points, and Xfund Ethereum is also 50 allocation points. Meme Ethereum 50 allocation points. GRT Ethereum 50 allocation points. Duck Ethereum 50 allocation points. VXV Ethereum 50 allocation points. Elon Ethereum 50 allocation points. You will also be able to migrate these liquidity pairs from Uniswap or SushiSwap, Uni V2 or SLP. The GER list. We believe being part of ShibArmy should come with benefits. Benefits you receive. For this reason, we do not allow wallets from unaffiliated exchanges to receive any wolf returns from ShibaSwap. This blacklist style feature is exclusive to ShibaSwap, something we designed because several of the top SHIB wallets are from exchange platforms. This GER list feature will ensure that holders on exchanges who want to access ShibaSwap returns won't have to worry that an unaligned entity might attempt to stake with their tokens and then freeze withdrawals. Your wallet, your returns. And to the sexes, GER. The future of ShibaSwap. Future development. To assure the longevity of ShibaSwap and the Shiba Inu ecosystem, a part of the minted bone will be allocated to a multi-signature activated development wallet. This wallet will be split in 80% 20% during the first 14 days, then 50% 50%. Core Developers and OG Admins Fund. This fund will be put towards the financial relief that our dev team needs to make our ecosystem their full-time focus. We want these talented individuals to continue building on the solid foundation they gifted to us with their own time, money, and energy. This allocation will allow each of the volunteer developers to be both compensated for their initial investment into ShibaSwap and also offer salaries so they can work exclusively in the ecosystem. The OG admins are the veterans of the Shib Army, and they have all earned medals in fighting daily FUD and fending off bot takeovers. This fund allows the dev team to have a trusted group of admins deployed across multiple channels to secure a safe space where Shiba fans build community without being bothered by FUD, scams, and other issues. Shiba Inu Ecosystem Development and Marketing Fund. This fund will be put towards the continued advancement of our Shiba Inu ecosystem. Now that ShibaSwap is live, it is up to us to keep that momentum going. This allocation will give us the rocket fuel we need to send this puppy to the moon and beyond. This fund will also allow us to quickly expand on concepts from the top secret 2021 rough map with a real budget. Upon the completion of rough map items, we will utilize the remaining funds to complete the projects confirmed by the community governance votes for 2022 and 2023. The Shiba Inu ecosystem is even more impressive when you consider that, so far, the entire effort has succeeded without spending a dollar on marketing. However, this bone pile will allow the team to deploy international marketing strategies, such as commercials that will make SHIB the freshest mainstream cryptocurrency name, sharing the ranks with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Multi-sig model. While Shib finds its greatest strength from its community, the Shib team will always be here to oversee and support. In most cases, utilizing Bone, our governance token, will offer the community a means to guide the Shiba Inu ecosystem in accordance with the decentralized majority. However, there will still be times where it falls on the shoulders of the Shib team to make responsible decisions in the best interest of the Shib Army. When those instances occur, we will continue to follow our priority of fair and ethical practice by establishing multi-sig wallets. Multi-sig wallets provide the ability to take assertive action while protecting from impulsive, emotional reactions. This means that the Shib team will be ready to move quickly and calmly to a solution in the case of an emergency. Multi-sig wallets also allow the strategy leaders to make appropriate choices when it comes to allowing repayment of funds thus far, future development, and project scaling, with safeguards in place to ensure financial choices are always for the best interest of the overall community and not for personal gain. The multi-sig members are trusted members of the community and the DeFi environment. There must be 3 out of 5 signatures for a transaction to be approved. Omega Hyperion, Kyle Daira, Hiroshi Kippa, June Horla, and Cicely Argonaut. Any emergency changes related to security or administration must pass emergency multi-signature with at least 6 out of 9 signatures. Omega Hyperion, Cal Daira, Hiroshi Kippa, June Horla, Cicely Argonaut, Counter Nomad, Shinato Sama, Miss Phoenix Shib, and Burf Durf. Rough map. Our roadmap will remain top secret to ensure our continued advantage in this highly competitive space. But releasing a basic overview will allow our holders to understand the intentions of the core development team. We will standardize Shiba Inu products and integrate them into the global marketplace for long-term success. This will look like launching our incubator and upcoming NFT project, releasing ShibaSwag, and even potentially actualizing real-world applications that move us beyond the digital landscape. Treat. Though our official roadmap remains tightly guarded, we are happy to reveal our next token will be Shiba Treat. Treat is another very special token, but the detailed tokenomics will be revealed after the release of ShibaSwap with an update to this document. New token pairs. After the Shiba Inu Liquidity event, we will spend the next few months adding pairs into ShibaSwap. It is our goal to onboard 500 plus pairs over the course of 2021 alone. Paired with our Doggy DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization and Bone governance token, we will have created a true decentralized ecosystem. Doggy DAO. Our governance system will be introduced by the team later this year. Conclusion. The Shiba community started with the seed of an idea. What could happen with no centralized team, no funding, and no direct leadership? Could decentralization actually work? Could we follow the perfect storm of digital currencies like BTC or Doge, except perpetuate something that is fully community driven instead? Now, while I do stay around and make it my mission to defend the brand and protect the community from leeches and scammers, The volunteer team has done amazing work and built the future of meme coin finance through ShibaSwap. This is the beginning of a new era for decentralized communities. When the time is right, because good things can't be rushed, ShibaSwap will be the crucial point of contact between the decentralized world and global communities, allowing us to actualize our vision of widespread adoption of DeFi currency. Again, we would like to say thank you to each and every one of you. Without your participation, none of this would be possible. It's time for us to begin. Ryoshi. Woofpaper, white paper, version 2. This is a living document and information is up to date at the time of publishing. Please note information herein does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The Shiba Inu team suggests you conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. By purchasing any Shiba Inu product, you agree that you are not purchasing a security or investment, and you agree to hold the team harmless and not liable for any losses or taxes you may incur. You also agree that the team is presenting the product, quote, as is, end quote, and not required to provide any support or services. You should have no expectation of any form from the Shiba Inu ecosystem and its team. Although Shiba Inu is a community-driven DeFi ecosystem and not a registered digital currency, the team strongly recommends that citizens in areas with government bans on crypto do not purchase it because the team cannot ensure compliance with your territory's regulations. Always make sure that you are in compliance with your local laws and regulations before you make any purchase. And with that, folks, we have come to an end of the Woofpaper version 2. Archangel out.